Hi guys, in this video we'll be summarizing the topic social stratification, which is a foundational concept in sociology. So I'll explain inequality first and then we move to social stratification, and I tell you how social inequality becomes social stratification. So here in this video I'm not going to talk about the dimensions of social stratification. That I'll be doing in another short video, and then the theories also will be doing in a separate video. So in this 5 minutes I'll explain what is social stratification and the stages of social stratification. So first let's begin with the idea of social inequality. See, every society is composed of differences. So I'm going to talk about difference now. I explain difference become inequality, inequality becomes stratification. So when I talk about differences, it can be natural or social. So when I say natural differences, it could be age, sex. These are natural differences. Sex, we talk about biological difference, right? And then there are other differences like income, occupation, the housing patterns. All these are social differences. So see, there can be natural difference, there can be social difference, but these difference that become inequality when you impose some values to these differences. So when you attach values to these differences, the attachment of value to the differences will create inequality. Now, what are the values? Values like superiority, inferiority, desirability, rejection, right? So these are the values that you impose to the differences that will become inequality. So when you impose values like superiority, inferiority, preferability, rejection, right? These are the values like a female child, right? So considered inferior, male child is considered superior, and then you talk about female child is desirable, undesirable, and male child is desirable, right? So you can say nature create differences, but man create inequality. So rather you can put it in this way: differences may be natural or social, but inequalities are always social. Why? Because imposition of value to the differences will create inequality. Now let's try to understand social stratification. So you understood how difference become inequality. Now inequality is going to become stratification if there is a pattern of inequality, not in individual elements. Like single elements of inequality become stratification if you see patterns like upper class, middle class, lower class. There is a pattern identified, right? The lifestyles or income, these are different patterns you can see. Caste also, if you take, there is a pattern of inequality. So when these inequalities are institutionalized at the level of society, and then they take the form of stratification, so you'll see a clear pattern. In simple words, I can put it in this way: stratification is a system of social ranking where people are arranged in different strata in relations of superiority and subordination. At the top you will find that superiority, at the top you will find that desirability, at the top you see that preferability, but at the bottom you will see subordination, inferiority, like that. So the word, if you take the stratification, or the idea that comes from geology, sorry, not biology, the geology, and like the layers of earth, right? So that's how the stratification idea is coming. So you can say stratification is both analytical tool, at the same time it's a social reality, and it basically helps us to analyze how privileges, rewards, and desirabilities and disabilities are distributed in society. So the privileges, if you see, you can understand how it is distributed in society. Certain sections are getting the privileges, certain sections are getting the rewards, certain disabilities are imposed on certain sections. So how these are distributed, if you need to understand this, will act as an analytical tool for you. It's at the same time a social reality also. Now, if you look at the process of stratification, it can be understood in 4 stages. The first is differentiation, then ranking, then evaluation, and rewarding. So when I talk about differentiation, that is basically recognition of natural or social difference. I started off with differences, right? Say, for example, you talk about difference of sex or race. These are differences. These are differentiation, which is happening at the first level. And then comes ranking. There will be some informal comparison which will start with these differences. That will lead to a vague rank order, right? Consider male is considered superior. So some kind of comparison will happen. Male is able to do this kind of job. That kind of comparison, and some kind of formal ranking. Not formal, informal ranking, informal comparison happens at the individual level, not at the societal level. That's the second stage. Then comes evaluation. That is where you see some kind of cultural legitimation of these informal ranks, and this informal ranks become formalized and institutionalized, and it will pass on to next generation also. So here society as a whole will start valuing some groups higher than others. So here is where you see these are getting institutionalized, and it will get passed on to the next generation. right? So that's cultural reproduction. And then finally, rewarding. So the privileges, rewards, disabilities are attached to these ranks and these positions, and that basically ensure the continuation of this hierarchy. Now, why is this important to study? Why it is important in sociology? Because it is not just about inequalities, but it's about how society distributes its resources, its opportunities, and power. The power distribution you can understand, how privileges are distributed you can understand, how disabilities are imposed you can understand. For example, when we study stratification, that explains how some groups enjoy the privileges in education or in politics or in religion, right? But at the same time, others face a kind of systematic exclusion, oppression, right? So apart from this, you will be looking at certain theoretical perspective that I can discuss later. Functionalist theory, where we talk about Davis and Moore, right? They argued that stratification is necessary for role allocation and to motivate people to perform important functions. So that's a functionalist perspective. And then we look at the conflict perspective also, like Marx. Marx rejected that approach and saw stratification as a system of exploitation where the ruling class dominates and maintains that inequality. And then we look at Weberian view also, like in terms of status and power, class status power. Max Weber, in fact, moved beyond Marx and suggested multi-dimensional model where class, status, and power together define stratification. So I'll be looking at these three theories separately later. So in conclusion, you can say social stratification is essentially institutionalized inequality. Inequality where there is a pattern. So not all inequalities are stratification. Only the pattern of inequality, if you can identify, that becomes stratification, or you can say institutionalized inequality. That becomes stratification. So not all inequalities are stratification, but pattern of inequality is required, but all stratification is based on some kind of inequality, right? So differences create inequality when values are imposed. This inequality, if it is institutionalized or if there is a pattern, that becomes stratification. So it shows how society not only create the difference, but also attach values, ranks, and rewards to them, right? So understanding stratification, as I told you, it's very crucial because that forms the basis of analyzing mobility, right? We talk about this topic also, vertical mobility, horizontal mobility. Mobility is very important. Social mobility, that's your next chapter. So it helps us in understanding mobility, social exclusion, right? Social changes that we will be covering in the next videos. So that's it about this session. Here I focused on covering social stratification only. I hope you got some idea. There's a 5-6 minute series. So that's about this session. Thank you so much. If you are looking for any mentorship on sociology, test series or classes, get in touch with us. See you there.